tested positive for coronavirus in the United Kingdom has now reached 23. The novel coronavirus, which causes the COVID-19 disease, has spread to 61 countries and territories, with Qatar announcing its first case of COVID-19 today. In Iran, the government there says that 43 people have died from the virus and almost 600 have been infected. In South Korea, the number with the disease has risen by more than 800 in just one day. One of the 23 cases in the UK, a man from Surrey, has become the first person to be infected without leaving the country. Here's Aisha Tull.
Far from the bustling inner city of Wuhan, where this virus first began, the town of Hazelmere in Surrey is one of the latest places in the UK where a person has tested positive.
Quite shocking, really, because it was on the Friday, I believe, and we were in there Thursday morning for another appointment with my wife, so makes you think.
I mean, it's quite shocking that it's come to Surrey. It brings it a little bit closer to home, obviously.
But in a first for this country, he has not travelled to an affected area. A couple of miles away from the medical centre, this public house is closed to the public for a deep clean. It's thought the patient visited here last weekend. Getting the virus inside the UK is a shift that infectious experts say could matter.
It seems that this person hasn't brought the case in from overseas, that they've caught it from somebody here, which may mean that that person hasn't been identified either. And so this is the step into person-to-person transmission. But it's only the first one, and hopefully the contacts and the person he got the disease from can be identified really quickly.
While the man is now being treated at the Royal Free in London, health officials are on a race to track down who he caught the virus from. It's reported that the government are introducing emergency legislation to allow the public sector to suspend laws, including letting schools have larger classroom sizes to deal with staff absences. 3 more cases have been confirmed in the UK, bringing the total up to 23. 2 of the patients had recently returned from Italy and the other from Asia. And more details have emerged of the first British man to die from the virus, who was on board the Diamond Princess. He was reportedly in his 70s and lived abroad. While the UK has seen a small rise in coronavirus cases, the biggest jump in the world today is South Korea. At this railway station, passengers are replaced by soldiers, spraying disinfectant in all directions. They have the largest outbreak of coronavirus outside of China, with 813 new cases. And in North Korea, their state media are reporting that Kim Jong-un held a big meeting with his party and warned there could be serious consequences if the illness spreads to his country. But it's not known if the virus is already there. Iran has the highest death toll outside of China. Official numbers say 43 people have died, but reports say that number could be closer to 200. And now there are fears that Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe, a British Iranian woman detained in the country, might also have the virus. Her family say prison authorities are refusing to test her, and they're calling on the British government to intervene. Having started in China, the number of global cases now stands at over 85,000, and countries around the world are announcing new measures to control the spread. Japan, France and Australia are among those to do so. But here in the UK, there's still no emergency COBRA meeting being chaired by the Prime Minister. That's after the weekend, and as other countries are making plans, the UK waits to announce theirs.